Ask Catherine for information.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What
Classic.
can I do for you, traveler?
About traveling to Inazuma.
Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
Ooh. I've been waiting all day for you. Okay, all day is a bit of an understatement. I think we've been waiting a few weeks for this.
Oh, is that right? Well, it's an honor to meet you. The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Yes, sir.
Of course. There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations.
I'm gonna miss you, Catherine, alright? I know the daily commissions, I come here every day, so don't worry. You're still the main.
Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssos, Catherine.
Oh, it's kinda hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
Huh? What?
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma?
Bruh. Okay.
You get all sappy now.
Look at my character, bro. My character's, look at me. I'm just like, yeah. Oh my god.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
Bet. Thanks so much, man. Beidou.
Finally made it.
Let's go Beidou, bro. Hella underrated. Might have to start meeting her, seriously. Hello there.
All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
Apologies, Captain.
Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations.
Oh yeah.
Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Yeah, bro, look at that. Good vibes, good vibes. Oh, cutscene, cutscene. Sheesh. Hey, yo, Genshin, Mihoyo, man, you guys are so nice. You guys are doing us a nice leave. First person? Jeez, look at us, bro. Hey, Kazuha, what's up, bro? Hey. That's dope. And the captain, bro. I'll summon after the story. Okay. Yo! Yo, this is so sick! Oh my god. And off we go. The land of Inazuma. After braving the raging thunderstorm, the Alcor finally comes into port. Sheesh. Oh, it's freaking that guy in the trailer. Who are you?
Oh, hi there.
Oh no, all the Sims are gonna go crazy.
You want to...
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain.
Oh, looks like Thoma is known already by Beta. Cool. Hello there.
And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
Yeah, shut up, freaking idiot.
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately.
Yeah, Beta went messing around.
Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma. A
Oh,
trade partner I've
Toma.
gotten to know recently.
Silent H, alright, cool, cool.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them.
Damn.
It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Alright, we're known by people of Inazuma as well, bro. That's dope. Hello, Toma, nice to meet you.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
I'll get Paimon, bro. Her ego's already up there, man. Yo, Paimon, you're useless. Shut up. Alright, I'm sorry. You may be right at times, but I think everyone's on me, alright? I think Paimon, I don't think you're the main attraction here.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
Look at him, he's like, don't do this.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Oh, snap. Okay, okay, I remember the story now.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Look forward to seeing you again, Beto.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
Yep. Yep. Likewise. And there she goes. Gonna miss you, man.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried.
Damn. High security, I see. Well then.
So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Oh, okay then. Alright, bet. Bro, we're in Inazuma! Bro! Alright, we can't see it from the map, but damn, looking at this place. Sheesh. Bro, this place looks sick. Alright, just by entering this place. A whole different style. I can't wait to explore this, honestly.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma.
Except Toma. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, maybe he's already been here, so I don't know.
You must be new here.
Damn, just by looking at me, you know. The audacity. The audacity, I can't believe this. Oh no, Paimon's like, nah. Wait, it's over.
Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
You're here to find my brother. You're here to trade. Okay, we're gonna be honest with him.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules...
Damn.
We...
Paimon's like, we can't do this.
My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
Yeah, Paimon was stuttering, but he just wait. Okay, fair play.
I just wanted to see what you'd say.
Damn.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
My journey must go on.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency.
Alright. I'm following you, man.
Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
Look at this place.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Bro, I just love this, the style, bro. Like, the culture is really different. So it's nice. Eureka? Or Eureka?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
Hold up. 2 million. Bro, she ain't joking. Wow. Alright.
2 million for a processing fee? Are you serious?
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm looking. There we go.
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
That is a major discount. That is still quite expensive.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
Whoa, he's a player, guys. He's a player. Oh my god.
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make
What?
record.
What? What the hell is this? What's going on? She's like, yeah, hell yeah. Look what I just, oh my god, I can't believe this.
Much obliged.
It's alpha, bro. God. Alright. And looks like he's stacked as well.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's about more than the...
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Big brain, fair play.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
Does anyone push back?
Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
I still have to find a way, you know what? Just go with easy dialogue. Damn. Alright, what kind of response is that? Toma?
I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Yeah, you never know.
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The reason
Wow.
is better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Damn, he is asking for money.
Not you too.
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first.
I see.
I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
What's the job?
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help.
Alright.
The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Bet. Will do, sir.
Why in the world can't I use my permit?
Right.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Luckily, we had a friend with us.
Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence.
I see.
No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow. Okay, hold up. It just turned into nighttime. Like, don't know what that's about.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along.
So they used a niche or some kind of currency. That is very harsh.
Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens,
This is absurd treatment.
we've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Fontaine, alright? Remember that, everybody.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
We're gonna kill the Shogun. That's what we do. Try our best to negotiate with the Kanjo Commission. The vendor does sound like a fishy character.
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
We're on the case.
Just don't give us a visual representation, because we don't need that. Because we're the player.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
Yes, we just arrived.
So, what do you need with me?
Where do you source your goods?
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Can you reduce your prices?
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Interesting.
Hey, what's your problem?
Paimon's not having it either, bro.
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Let's go talk to Toma.
Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
Alright. Let go. Alright, Toma. Can you do anything for us, buddy?
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
You're going to have to help us. I can't speak. You're going to have to help us help you.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
What do you know about Werner?
Oh, that guy? I'm familiar.
He's going to say something absurd like, yo, that's my brother, or some crap like that.
He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
Seemed like a Mondstadt to me.
That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
I don't know about that. Got it. I'll go back and talk to him again.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Yep, apparently.
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
Sure.
Going back here. Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
The attitude. Time on your hands, some would call that a form of freedom.
Huh? Where's this coming from?
A dandelion wine would sure be nice on a day like this. Oh, a bard serenade would be perfect right now. Oh. Hello, Alex. Do I do one or two? I think dandelion wine.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
All right, what do I give him from Mondstadt? All right, dandelion seed. You know, remind him something. I can give him a small. Okay, I need to give him something worthwhile. He can eat a valberry, I think. Very Mondstadt item. Wolf hook. All right, I think I'm gonna give this guy a dandelion seed. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
Let the wind lead. Look at that. May the Anemo Akron protect you.
Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
Don't say it out loud.
Oh, so, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to.
Close your eyes.
Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
Listen closely. Doesn't it sound familiar?
You mean the sound of the ocean?
Cheap and tasty. Okay. Grill the tigerfish. Get it while it's hot. Oh, God.
Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants.
And never be extinguished.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Liyue.
This guy, man. This guy's a bit weird. Now I'll give him something from Liyue. Alright, I can't give him a glazed lily. I barely have any of those. Give him a silk flower. No, here you go.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
A lot of people have supported you in the past.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
I don't know, man. I think money's speaking to you more than anything else.
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
What are those people?
Alright, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You ready to talk now?
Yes, sir. The International Trade Station. Oh, God, what is this word? The International Trade Association will protect you.
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
Need evidence.
Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
So compliant for some reason. Bit sad.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Let's go, guys. Alright. Confessions of an Outland. Hell yeah. Alright, I thought we were gonna get some Mondstadt exclude. I mean, not Mondstadt, sorry. Rito, I think this place is called. Right.
Keijiro, it's him.
After him.
Let's go. Alright, are we chasing him?
Too close. That's too close. He'll notice us for sure. He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little.
Alright, this is a stealth mission. What the frick? La 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 la. Alright. Which can be walking. Very sus. As the Among Us players would say. Shut up!
Let's catch up a little.
Okay.
He's getting further and
Oh, my Paimon.
let's catch up a little. Blink of an eye.
Alright, Paimon's having his diet.
We've made less
What
noise.
could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
Alright, sure.
Whoa, it's a ledger.
A what?
Boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Of course you'd love that. Ah, yes, the real reason Paimon came along.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here.
Doesn't even deny it.
Aha, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Yeah, I'd say the same. Hell yeah, now we go back and give him the stuff. Okay.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
You're the one making. Oh wait, sorry. I need something. I need to be expressive, right? You're the one who's making a mockery of the rules here, Keijiro. Oh god.
And who are you? Another new member of the association?
Damn, I don't think he's playing.
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal
Hell
milk
yeah.
and going right back to the taxpayers.
Hell yeah.
Huh? Is this true?
Oh? Sus?
You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Yeah, the taxes. Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Let me take a look at the ledger.
Curious who reads through each and every item in the ledger.
Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself.
Modest.
Like anyone else.
Sure.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Can you guys hear the fan by any chance? I'm just wondering.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
Threatening me? Alright, you can't hear the fan. Alright, cool.
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
Paimon's so open, man.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
Oh, hey there. We know him.
What
Okay.
was all the commotion I heard just now?
Yo, I swear that's the guy we fought. I swear that is. Unless I'm tripping.
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. You outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Alright, I don't think we know this guy.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Context, Paimon, context.
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Oh. Ooh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young...
Alright. His dialogue cut out, so... Perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. What is that?
lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
Ooh, okay. This guy's cocky.
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Oh, that leaf really just okay.
Shh, shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
All right, cool. We're not gonna question it. All right, Toma, time to spill the beans. All right.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
All right, tell me about the Yashiro Commission. I'm curious.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself.
Sorry, I am so tired right now. So what happens when you get like 5 hours of sleep? Anything for the update, am I right? Okay.
I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time?
Damn.
So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You know that character.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Yeah, Ayaka also has that fan thing, so that's probably a sign, maybe?
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted, too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend.
So, where did this fixer Rito thing come from? So, okay, we need to know more about Ayaka, I think. So, as her attendant, are we helping you or her?
You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Agreed.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery, but the main thing was I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue.
I wonder how the word spread around. That's pretty impressive. Sorry, I'm just I might just like my hair's really bothering me. All right, there we go. Okay, all right, let's see. All right, you guys can hear me, I think. Testing. Hello, hello. There we go. All right.
So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true.
Ayaka is happy to flipping meet us? That's a dub. Let's go. Freaking dub. Freaking dub.
That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around.
Alright. So I just, bro. Hay fever, bro.
Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree.
Oh. Oh. I never offered to help. I refuse! Damn. I don't think he deserved that, not gonna lie.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
I have one goal here. To meet the Raiden Shogun.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now.
I'm gonna miss you, Toma, man. You were a good character, not gonna lie. Everyone called him like a Tartaglia clone and everything. But I think he has a very distinctive personality, you know, he's very chill. I feel like him and Child, yeah. I think him and Child will get along.
Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Oh yeah. Nice meeting you, man. Pog.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
I agree with you, Paimon. There is one problem.
Huh? What's up?
Outlanders are unable to leave Rito.
Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too?
Sorry, I just had to... Alright, this must be the next part of his test.
Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing!
Damn, bro, he knows we need him anyway, so... Paimon's triggered.
As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score!
Sheesh.
Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Cool.